Like,
What's your least favorite sound to listen to hear
well,
in general?
there's a lot of sounds. Hearing someone's bass through the walls for music I'm not listening to. Breathing,
Breathing.
breathing, drips, and people who can't whistle. Also chewing.
And chewing bothers me too. What's the best creation you've done? For me, I guess it'd be Zenobia, just because it was the first time I really tackled the project. That big, that, and I was really proud of my Emma Frost as well. What about you?
Um, I would say the Ashling and Kador. Yeah, let's get rid of him.
Yep, and done. Let's see. Oh God, maybe.
I'll do it.
Thanks.
There we go.
We're
No, I moderated them. What? Do you mod them?
No, I didn't mod
No,
them.
get them away. Get them off.
Man, there we go.
Okay. I hit the
Okay, now
wrong
we
button. There we go. Still figuring this out. Thanks everyone who's joining us. I'm working on a wand. Has the stream lagged? Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm working on Mozu's wand from the game Gigantic. Timber is making her wonderful hat.
Yeah.
And yeah, my microphone's on, right? Yeah. This is going to get tricky. I'm going to start talking and I'm not going to realize my mic's turned off.
I did mod my own troll. Yes. I did. It was that the Smash Mouth incident? Oh God, I had a Smash Mouth come in, and I couldn't figure out how to get rid of him. So, hello, kitten. Hi, kitten. Yeah. So I think it was the Smash Mouth bot that I modded, and it was just spamming my whole chat. Fucking Smash Mouth lyrics. It was good. It was good. Yeah, yeah, Smash Mouth. That was so funny. How are you tonight, skinny kitten? Ooh, good time was good times. Grimes. Put on my new favorite band. Michelle, do you have a hedgehog? That's a fair question. I don't speak much English. Hey, that's okay. You're doing great, kitten. I'm very well. You're.
I do not have a hedgehog. I have not. I nearly got a hedgehog. We had some friends with a hedgehog who had some babies that they weren't expecting. Turns out their home was the perfect environment for hedgehog breeding. But because I've got 2 cats and 2 dogs, we decided that it was best not to bring a tiny critter into the house that could possibly get tormented. So I almost had a hedgehog, but no. My name actually comes from a D&D game that we played where our DM's sister, little sister, had left this little, like, I think they were fun bands or something, this little rubber band in the shape of a hedgehog. And I turned it into our deity. So we spent the next few months worshipping the heavenly hedgehog. May he ever hold us to his fuzzy embrace.
Really funny.
And turn not his spiny back against us. Yes, nearly got a hedgehog.
All the threads, gnats. Alright. I wouldn't recommend getting a hedgehog. They're super grumpy. Are they? They never seemed like a grumpy sort. I knew they were nocturnal. I didn't know they were grumpy.
Thanks for the follow, Skinny Kitten.
Thank you!
We appreciate it. I'm not sanding while my thing is on. Yep. He also calls me Grumpy Hedgehog occasionally. I'm not surprised to learn they get grumpy. Of course, you knew they get grumpy, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
He used to work at a zoo.
Oh, nice.
So he knew they get grumpy. That's why you called me a grumpy hedgehog.
Yes.
Because I'm prickly.
Threading needles is my worst nightmare. Can I just say?
Redders.
By chance you speak Japanese? I
No.
don't.
I can catch random words and certain phrases, but only if people speak very slowly.
I have a couple buddies learning Japanese, but the one, is it horrible? That's kind of what I hear. I like working at a lot of the smaller sanctuaries a lot. Like the rescue sanctuaries tend to be really interesting. And with, there we go.
Yeah, a good
Alright.
zoo that really cares for the animals and you can tell. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to go somewhere where every critter looks miserable.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back and reinforce some of this batting. Ugh. My favorite is the Disney Animal Kingdom Park. I haven't been there in so long.
In high school or middle school, I can't remember. But yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Okay. Okay, so we just got this back end. Remember, people, cosplay is not pretty at first. You just gotta be patient with it. Oh, thank you, Audrey Small, for following. I saw that. I saw it. I'm at a slight delay, but I saw it. That was exciting. Okay. This piece is gonna be too big.
Sound turned on for the Twitch alerts, but for some reason it's not pinging me.
No.
Boo. But thanks for the follow.
Okay, we're gonna slip this. It is exciting. And for those new to following, we also have a community Facebook. Gigantic Cosplay is less about this stream and more about the community behind it, which is a community of fellow cosplayers, players who are new to it, are experienced with it, are intermediate. Ton of resources on our Facebook. So I would recommend checking that out as well. Because it takes a village. So yeah, you're looking for nice people to talk to. Everyone's really, really super sweet.
Always feel free to ask questions. We're more than happy to answer, and if we don't know, maybe someone on the Facebook community does.
Yeah.
Or we can direct you to a tutorial.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, always happy to help bring new people into the cosplay fold.
Yeah. It's like family. String, please.
You can see how this is rounding out.
Nice.
Just need to make sure that this matches this.
Oh, it's coming out so nice. Love it. I love how elegant that wand is. I was looking at the wands earlier, and I was like, oh, that was a good choice to do the right hand wand.
I think so. Let's go to the main hand one. It's a little more complex. I feel like if I did the purple one, it'd be a little bit like copping out. Because it is simpler.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, those curves would be a pain in the butt. But this has a lot more shape to it. So I thought this was a good way to go. But, oh, this feels... I got the handle nice.
Oh,
feels
yeah,
really
it feels good
right
in your
there.
hand.
It'll feel even better when it's not pointy.
So I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys decide to make the hat this way, you're going to spend a good portion of sewing the batting on rethreading your needle. All the time. Every time.
Do you have a curved needle or a straight needle?
I had a curved needle, and I had planned to use that because I thought it'd be a little easier to get around the wiring and stuff. Disappeared. Just completely gone. So I'm using just a normal needle. Nothing too fancy. I guess for the inner batting, when you're just... or any of the batting, really, you can use a little bit of a thicker yarn and a little bit of a thicker needle might help, but especially because you're going to be cutting a lot of thread, basically chunks, so you're not going to have like a single sewing chunk. So something easy to thread next time might be a clever way to go about it.
Or if you find your curved needle, that could probably work well too.
Or my curved needle.
I know I've tried curved needles and I have not found myself coordinated enough to use them, but I was probably using them for the wrong thing anyway.
Really, anything with a bigger eye might help, just because I am re-threading it every 30 seconds. Which I think I do have somewhere, but... I was worried about using a bigger, fatter needle, though, because I didn't want to tear the batting, but it seems like the batting holds its own just fine.
Where's the cat? Oh, dang it! What? Hiccup! My dogs know his name, so they know that when I call his name, someone other than them is in trouble.
Like, finally it's the cat's fault.
Leave it. Come on. There's your good boy. There's your good boy. Hiccup, I do really wish that you wouldn't always find the most convenient places to groom himself. It's just... By the way, him grooming himself, also one of the sounds that makes me feel stabby. I've got two cats. I've got Hiccup and Astrid. Astrid is gigantic and fluffier than she has any right to be. She's so fat. She's a white cat. She used to have a little gray cap, but that seems to have vanished as she got older, and she has multicolor eyes. One is blue, and the other is kind of a hazel green. But she's not going to come out here because she hates the dogs. Like, absolutely hates them.
Fringe. Is Astrid named after the show Fringe?
Named after How to Train Your Dragon, Hiccup and Astrid. Because that is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it is a great movie. Even the second one was incredible. Cried so much.
It wasn't as good, though. But I didn't watch any of the trailers after I heard there was a spoiler in one of them. Oh my gosh, How to Train Your Dragon is so good. It's so good.
It's really good. I don't know if they put the first one on Netflix yet, but I know the second one's on Netflix. But you definitely want to watch the first one first.
People have said that the TV show is good. People with kids. People I know with kids. But, I watched an episode of the first season that was, like, Netflix exclusive. The first episode, I'm just like, why doesn't the dragon just light him on fire? I see no reason why this guy is not on fire right now.
Couldn't
it's just,
enough belief.
I just don't understand. You're Vikings? He's your enemy? Light him on fire.
It's kind of what they do in the movies. They're like, alright, so what's the best way to light everything on fire?
But they don't light people on fire. It's like, this is a guy who... As far as I can tell, you guys put him in jail? Even though you're Vikings? And he has now kidnapped your friends and has them in a cage and is demanding things from you, but your dragon is right next to you and he doesn't have one. Light him on fire. Ta-da! All done.
Could you imagine if that happened? Like, all right, kids, let's watch How to Draw. Oh God, it's just murder the first episode.
Oh, with the sloths, the laughter, the yeah, that's
Yeah.
But oh, it's so much like the DMV. Yeah, let me go as slow as possible. I still don't know if I'm gonna watch Zootopia though.
Yeah, I'm
not
undecided on
convinced.
that one. Undecided. You know what looks kind of good? Secret Life of Pets. I'm intrigued.
Reviews for that. The poodle turning on like the heavy metal music.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, Secret Life of Pets looks like it might be okay. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as Zoolander 2, the best film ever made, but should be pretty good.
I can't believe Benedict Cumberbatch is gonna be in Zoolander 2.
I'm so excited. It looks like everyone's in Zoolander 2. Like, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think I need to see another trailer for Zootopia before I decide. Even then, it might end up coming down to Rotten Tomatoes. Same thing with the Secret Life of Pets. I love the previews, but I'm just like, I don't know if that makes a whole movie.
They're really hit or miss. There's been a lot of hits lately, though.
For a miss.
Let's see. Excuse me. Ooh. Let's see. Aw, sloths.
Suicide Squad trailer?
Hmm?
Suicide Squad.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that yet.
You should see the new trailer. It's awesome.
Good.
It's got the Bohemian Rhapsody is the song.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, that rabbit character though, she's like everyone I hate, like hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm like, oh, I hate you. I hate people like you. Of course, I also can't stand slow people like the slugs, so there's no winning for me. But yeah, you should watch that trailer.
Way Up North, I think it's called. It's a French hand-drawn animated film. That looks so good.
Oh, the second trailer made you less excited?
Keef. I don't know if I know that one, good sir.
I thought the trailer was exciting. But everyone has their own opinions.
Uh-oh, I'm getting conflicted stories. I'll have to watch it for myself and see how I...
You'll have to report back next time. Alright, time to sand some more.
There we go. Yeah. I think this is going to be the hardest part of the hat is doing down here, so I think we're looking good.
can see that. I have always loved Harley Quinn. She was always one of my favorite characters from the whole Batman thing. Um, yeah, I don't. I just know that I don't know all the characters. I really don't know the DC universe that well outside of the very common Batman and Superman villains. Marvel, I'm better at. So it's like I know there's. I looked it up and like Katana and like I don't know who you are, and then the person who's like possessed. And I don't know who you are either. Deadshot I've heard of, but I don't know about the guy with all the skull tattoos and the fire. It's like I don't know who you are. Killer Croc.
Killer Croc, yeah. I know Killer Croc.
Of course, he was in the video games too.
Gotham's really good. I'm gonna get back to that.
I watched an episode of that. Oh my god, yeah, the Deadpool movie. It's probably gonna be a little too gory for me, but I still want to see it.
I'm so torn on it. I don't know if I like the campy humor anymore.
But that's Deadpool. That's Deadpool.
I know, and I might be over it. I liked it at first, and then I was like, I don't know anymore. It just...
I love all the promo stuff they've been doing.
They have been really clever about marketing it, for sure.
Oh, that's Deadpool all over. I'm not certain about the Batman Superman movie.
I'm excited about that. Even if it's bad, I'm super excited. Like, I just really want to see Ben Affleck as Batman.
I've just never really liked Superman. He's too OP.
He is. He's a big baby. Ugh. Least favorite. But I've always been a fan of Batman and the comics. Like, Hush is one of my favorite comic book series of all time. And Gotham City Sirens is really, really, really good also. So, I'm a fan.
If you watch the Red Band trailer.
I didn't! What is that? Tell me about it. Throw it in my face. I don't watch a lot of trailers. I'm out of the trailer loop these days. Oh, the red trailer for Deadpool? No. I haven't. Is it good? Will it make me have more faith in Deadpool? I heard a petition that people wanted to make it not rated R. Yeah.
Deadpool movie not be rated R.
Yeah, they wanted it to be like PG-13, I guess. Which was such a weird concept to me, because his comics are most certainly not PG-13. They're not like HBO rated R either, but they're definitely super violent. I'm getting a different needle real quick. Ugh. Got out my fat needle. This actually might work. It's kind of bent at the end. There we go. So much better. Alright. Okay, so I'll watch Suicide Squad. I also will watch the real trailer. I will. And I'll let you know how I feel afterwards. I'll let you know. I read his comics briefly. I read his Skrull when Invasion of the Skrull happened. And it was funny. It was good. I enjoyed it very, very much. But I don't know, it just didn't... Oh, this is so much... the needle. I just fell out of it pretty fast. Whereas, like, comic books like Hawkeye is, I love. I wish they would make a Hawkeye movie. Ah, it'd be so good.
Enjoying Inhumans and the new Ms. Marvel.
Ah, new Miss Marvel's so good. So good. I think she might be my favorite comic book hero of all time. It was Catwoman, but I think it might be Captain Marvel.
Because the new Ms. Marvel is Kamala Khan. She's not Captain Marvel.
Yeah. No, Miss Marvel's real good. New Captain Marvel is real good too. Do you have a Miss Marvel's? Oh yeah, Miss. I think you might because Miss Marvel now is a tiny 12-year-old Muslim girl, whereas Captain Marvel's the buxom
I
blonde.
thought she was in high
Which
school.
yeah, she's older than that, but she's young. She's not a buxom older blonde. For sure. Hilarious panel. I was looking over Steve's shoulder as she was reading. He was reading Miss Marvel, and she meets Captain Marvel. And I think that's the first time they. That's how she becomes Miss Marvel. I think is she changes into Captain Marvel, some like blonde woman. You know,
Yeah, because she's
she thinks
Inhuman.
that's cool. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
and she always wanted to be Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So she becomes her, and she gets into some such trouble as her. Yeah, Miss Marvel hasn't been Miss Marvel for a while. Now it's the new one. It's cute. Everything that I've seen of, because Steve reads it religiously, and everything I've seen of it has been very charming and just good.
Read it. You should read it. It's really good.
I need to read it. It's hard for me to sit down and really read comics. So we both have subscriptions to Marvel Unlimited, which is awesome.
Lately, with what's going on, and like it's got the whole Secret Wars thing going
Yeah.
on, and there's so many comics. I'm just like, I'm so overwhelmed. I just can't even.
Yeah. But I liked it because that's how I got to get back into like X-Men, and I got back into Hawkeye, and just like a great selection of really good stuff. Really great. I do like. Have you seen the uh Marvel's been making cosplayers covers, and so they'll on occasion be on the cover of like they had a bunch of cosplay covers. It was really cool.
No, I haven't seen that. That's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
awesome. Yeah, they had one for like Captain Marvel and stuff. It was good. Ooh, I'm tired tonight.
Understandable if you're tired.
Oh, it's so nice. I love that shape. The shape of that wand is so cool. It's very hourglassy and long.
Turning my mic on and off is getting to be a pain in the butt.
What was the last comic you read, Ghost? Tell me about your comic books. Sweden. Oh. Yeah, I thought you were a little behind because most people don't go high school students. So like, I think maybe he's just behind.
Like
I'm
this
not
is
really
starting
comic.
to shape up nicely.
Yeah, it is. He's beautiful.
It's nearly round, a little bit oval. But what you gonna do? Only human.
Let's see. Ooh, I do love me some sci-fi, dude. I'm a big fan of the Neuromancer series. Get my swagger from Wikipedia. It's not a bad way to do it. There's so many things to know these days.
With that too, especially for the comics, like the X-Men have been just going on for decades.
Oh,
And there's
yeah.
so many different versions of them.
Would you rather cosplay as Al Bundy or Michelle Scott? I would love to cosplay Al Bundy. That show's great.
No opinion.
No opinion. Yeah, for sure, Al Bundy, hands down. Yeah. Ghost Eye, I would highly recommend if you want to get into comics, looking into getting a Marvel Unlimited subscription. I think they have free trials and stuff. Um, it's a really good way to get back into it, and you could read them from your phone, tablet, computer, and they have a whole archive of them. So I just played Marvel. Bundy hands. I get. He did always have his hands down his pants. That's true. That's not why I would want to be him, though. That poor
Look
sad
at
kid.
Comixology. They've got a lot of comics that aren't DC or Marvel related. We've been reading Monstrous. That just came out. I think the third issue is coming out soon. It's interesting.
Nice. Is that like Marvel Unlimited, that it has that archive?
Yeah, except you have to pay for the comics. Like, you're not getting a subscription to everything that they currently have for free.
Okay.
It's creator owned. So
Oh,
everything you pay for the comics goes to the creators. It's not going to the publishers.
oh, that's
Um,
really good.
we've been reading so Monstress, like female monster, not monstrous like a monster. I
Like
don't know.
monstrous. Yeah.
Also, Rat Queens is on there. And if you
Yeah,
have not read Rat
Queen's
Queens,
Low was kind of fun.
well, I haven't read that one yet.
Okay.
But Rat Queens is awesome. It's fantasy. It's like, I don't know. It's like this group of adventurers, and they're like the worst adventurers.
It's
Oh,
like a D&D group.
kind of. Kind of. They're not really adventuring. They do go on an adventure, but it's very close to home. But there's like, I don't know. I can't explain it. But the characters are awesome. The art is pretty great too. Rat
Nice.
Queens. You should look into that. It's really good.
Oh, I might. I like those independent ones a lot. Yeah. Ah. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. This. All right.
Yeah. Saga is amazing as well.
I was just thinking about Saga. I was just about to be like, oh, how about that Saga? Incredible.
If you're ever pregnant and want to cosplay, look at Saga.
Like, it's Saga. I always like, or if you're not afraid of being topless, really like the mercenary, Spider Woman. It's awesome.
Image Comics,
Hands.
but is that on Comixology?
It's on, but
Okay.
Image Comics is the one that is creator owned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Image Comics is creator owned and it's released
What
on Comixology.
is NDA? NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. So the game we're cosplaying now is under NDA, like the gameplay. You're not allowed to show footage or videos. You can talk about it. It's now in beta, and all that. But yeah, it's just a non-disclosure agreement. So anyone who's in the beta has to sign one that they won't reveal in-game stuff. Yeah, eventually it'll be dropped, but yeah, that's an NDA. We have some people who are in the beta and stuff to talk about, but just it's good to remind people since Gigantic is not released officially just yet. It is currently under closed beta. So yeah. Oh, well, I'm not in beta, so I can. You. Well, you can't. I don't think. I think you still might get sued. And if you're not in beta, you don't know much. But, technically, maybe.
Don't be kind. Don't be a jerk.
Yes, that too.
Very hard on that game. You know, they want to release it when it looks, as good as they want it to look.
Goodbye, Wikipedia. Hello, actual com. Yeah, buddy, get it. That's what I like to hear. It really is good, and it's cheap. Like it's not that expensive, which is nice. Also, I know we're in a delay, Michelle, but I just looked up to you pointing the wand at the camera, and it was my favorite. Just like as you're talking. Yeah, and ooh, that's good. It almost looks like a tiny fencing sword right now.
When it's out of wood, it would be deadly.
It would. I don't know if it would be allowed in a con if it was made out of wood with that end. Neither would this hat at this point either, though.
Although, resin. Mostly they just don't want anything sharp. Like nothing you can cut somebody with.
It just have to round out. It's not hard to be a troll. It's so easy on the internet. It's so easy, but resist the urge. You're better than that, man. No, you're better than that. Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. In fact, most of the times it means it's not the right thing to do at all. Believe in you. Fight it. Fight your darker internet urges. Whew. Alright. Okay. Still just sewing batten. And sewing batten.
Progress?
Progress. Slow tedious progress. But progress all the same. I'm telling you, and I keep saying it, tenacity is the key to cosplay. Yeah, for sure like this needle better too. Much, much easier.
Center. Handle off and then re-glue it so that it's not lopsided.
Yeah, I think this is gonna take 2 sessions.
The big
to
bulky
finish.
headphones. They're more comfortable in my ears. If you wear the little ones too long, it makes my ears hurt. Of course, I also had to shop around a lot to get some that fit completely over my ears.
Oh no.
Because I had some that were on the ear, and I couldn't wear them for more than an hour before it was just like pain.
Oh god.
These ones
Important to
don't
have
fall
that.
out of your ears.
Yep. I have seen streamers have like the little earbuds in. That's usually when they have like a microphone. I don't think I could do that either.
Personal preference thing, too.
Yeah. Dwarves are so good at math. I didn't even know dwarves were good at math. I guess they would have to be. They're engineers and all that. Would have to guess probably their upbringing is why they're so good at math. Oh, that's cute. It's the little things that count. Oh, I like that. I broke the rules. It was a little racist against dwarves, but it was cute. It is the little things that count. It's not wrong, my friend. Thanks for answering that joke. I took that a little seriously. I was like, well, you know, dwarves do live in mountains, and so too much D&D. It's got me thinking about weird stuff.
To cut the whole handle off and reset it.
How come?
Oh no.
Because this is coming at an angle.
Oh, you're off center.
I'm off center. See that?
Oh, Michelle, no.
You know what? This is a bigger curve than this one.
I've been
You
trying.
could probably curve this more, and then it wouldn't be.
I've been trying, but I
Really
think
bad.
it's just off center. Because this is clearly coming at an angle here. This is the hard part about going the cheap route.
Work with the resources you have, but remember, sometimes it's worth saving up that extra.
Sorry, I left my mic on.
Oh, no, that's bug me. Oh, that's her husband, who's working beside her.
He's just doing his own thing. He's playing some Guild Wars 2 right now, I think.
Yeah.
But he helps, he cosplays with me. But this is my thing, so. He's here for help if I need it. But he's not actively helping right now. But you can barely notice because it's the only thing I can see.
Alright. Oh no! Now I have seen her lift that sword. She can lift that sword quite handily by herself.
Yeah, we have had 2 swords because Kador has his own sword. So yes, we each carried them. They're at least 4 pounds. I think closer to 6 or 8.
Which is a lot of poundage at a
Oh
convention.
my gosh, yes. You wouldn't think it. It's like, oh, it's only 8 pounds, but carry it around for 6 hours? Hell, after 1 hour, you're just like, done. I'm done.
Get it.
Yes, you can hold this sword. I just don't want to right now.
You can just play with it. I don't care.
A lot of kids got pictures with the swords, specifically
That's
his
cute.
sword. They were very nice about it. The kids were always very polite and like, careful with the sword. We had an adult who was just like, "Oh my god, don't do that! You idiot! What are you doing?"
It is the adults. They don't get it.
The kids were so polite and so careful. Cute. I liked it. I love it when the kids want to take pictures when we're cosplaying.
I love finding doppelganger cosplayers of kids. Like, I was cosplaying as Fiona from Adventure Time, and I met little Fiona! In the same outfit. It was so cute, and she was so cute. I tell that story a lot, but it's just, Oh no, sir. I am not getting baited into a game of Would You Rather on stream. Oh no, maybe on my own stream, but not here, sir. Oh no. I've played that game too often. Oh no. I'm running out of purple thread. So yeah, we're getting there.
Right.
Okay. Why? Yeah, sorry. Bigger piece of batting. All right.
Really good. Thanks for the follow, CJ Burns Oz. CJ
Thank
Burns
you.
us. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh yeah, I got a good size on that. Maybe a little bit longer would have been nice. But that's just because I want to hold it like this, but holding it like that. Perfect. Yeah. It's just tilted.
Let's see. How many costumes are you? I would consider this. I mean, I guess you could say either. It's cosplay apparel, I would say. Just because I identify costumes from games and anime as cosplay and not costumes, so I would call it cosplay apparel, personally. And we're getting as many as we can. We have a couple lined up. This is our very first series that we're doing, so we'll be tackling accessories and apparel from other characters as well. So right now it's just Mozo.
And if there are other cosplayers who want to join us for future streams, just send us a whisper, let us know. You can also find us on our Facebook, and the links for that should be down below. Also Twitter.
Yes. Because it takes a village to cosplay. And it's really more about the gigantic community than it is, like, two people being on Twitch, so. There we go. What, how would you define costumes opposed to cosplay?
Well,
That's an
cosplay
interesting question.
does literally mean costume play, but it's more referring to like fandom as opposed to a Halloween costume. I think that's the main difference. A Halloween costume is typically, it's just something you wear to go out, have fun, go drinking maybe. But it's not generally not connected to something, as fandom. Whereas cosplay is all about, showing your love for something, such as a movie, an anime, a comic, a game.
Bringing that character to life.
Yeah. I say that's the difference.
This is just for us to wear. A couple of the gigantic game devs does have accessories that we've made. I know Michelle gave them a sword, and I gave them a headpiece I made from another set of their characters, where we made the full set, and you can find pictures on that Facebook and Twitter as well. And hopefully a gallery soon. We're in the middle of putting that together too. But
we're still figuring this out.
Yeah. So the game devs don't really decide much of anything as far as what we do with our cosplay. So, but these particular pieces are probably just gonna be for us, or don't tell them us or maybe mailed out to them. But that yet.
You'll probably see my collection start to grow behind me.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I was thinking maybe sending them this hat, but I'm like, oh god, this batting. I was like, oh no. I'll make them one of those I do really want to make one of your alternative hat headbands, though. That one. Sorry, but not.
Less effort that way.
But yeah, the Motegan game devs have been really sweet. They're probably the biggest fans of cosplay of their own game, which is just the cutest thing you'll ever hear when you hear a concept artist lose their mind over a character that they made that you brought to life. It's really a huge part of why I personally do this, is to bring that to life and stuff. So it's really.
Yeah, Devin especially was so excited to meet us. He's like, it's perfect!
It was perfect.
It felt pretty perfect. We knew what the flaws were. But yeah, it was awesome. I have not made a cosplay for my dogs. Have you made a cosplay for your dog?
I have some ideas in the works, but I haven't done it. I really want to make a set of Fallout dog art for mine. Just because he kind of looks like dog meat, so I think it'd be really funny. Dogs are hard for cosplay, though, I think. They really gotta be good about putting stuff on.
Don't tolerate clothing.
Yeah, let alone, like, a set of Warbler armor. He's gonna be like, what is this? And I know he likes to chew Warbler because he saw my Zenobia fingers, so we'll see how that goes. But I agree, that would be awesome. Would I shave my head to match cosplay you're making? Yeah, probably.
It's in hell.
Michelle, absolutely not. Yeah, I think I would. I saw this girl I just admired to pieces. She shaved her head to do a Furioso, and it looked sick. Oh, the cat from Nature, that'd be cute.
Hmm.
Ghost thinks you should get a red scarf for your cat.
Oh, my cat tolerates clothes even less than the dog's. He's dangerous.
Cats are evil. They can be. Cute, but evil.
Are evil. On his own, I don't need to know what he's trying to say.
Have you always wanted to hear what your cat would say? No, God, no. I have enough issues with whatever I'm doing, let alone have a cat over you. So like, hey, that looks like crap. Like, cat, mind your own business. Don't look like crap. I'm still working on it. You know how judgmental cats are? Very.
We complain.
Yeah,
That is all my
it would
cats
be.
would do.
Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, the dogs are bothering me. Mom, I'm cold. Mom, I want to go out. I want to come back in. Mom, I want to go out again. Mom.
I pooped, clean it up. I pooped, clean it up. That's what most of it would be. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Give me food. Now I pooped, clean it up.
No, poop, clean it up. Sounds like a baby. Also, I feel like if babies could talk immediately, that would be a very similar dialogue.
All right, I'll keep an eye on my timing with the mic. Sorry.
I wish there was a way to deafen the sound of sandpapering just a little bit.
Yeah, I need a selective mute. Only mute this.
Yeah, right.
Leave
There's
everything else.
probably some kind of clever program or way to do it. Okay. Wish you were dead. Cats would say that a lot. Depends on the cat. I don't think all cats wish all people were dead. Just
Alright, so I got the wand and the handle pretty well rounded out now.
yeah, that's beautiful.
And now the rest of it. I've got circles here, here, and here.
Oh, wow.
Here. And now my monitors have slept again. Thanks for the follow, Zephyr. Thanks for joining us. So my problem is that with a lot of my little circles here is that they're not round, they're pointy. I'll figure this out. Thanks so much. We think we're doing pretty good work too.
Thank you. Yeah.
That is looking great, Timber.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I know how the awkward stage goes, and I can see where it's going.
It's the awkward teen stage.
And oh, I hate hand sewing, so good on you.
If you call it sewing, I'll be honest. If you guys don't sew, you'll do fine with this project so far.
Oh, we do other cosplay as well, but this channel is specifically for Gigantic, and that's our choice.
Yeah. But we each have our own channels. You can find her at the Hedgehog. I know she does a lot of other cosplays outside of this, and she'll be making like full costumes as well.
My husband And I recently made a absolute zero armor. This is our gauntlet. We were going to bring it to PAX South, but plans had changed, so now we're gonna remake the arms and hopefully bring it to PAX Prime. Fingers crossed we get tickets. But yeah, it's based off Iron Man Pepakura patterns. Yeah,
And what are we making currently? Currently, we're making parts of Mozu, the mischievous magician from Gigantic. I'm making her hat, and she's making her wand. She's making the main wand that Mozu uses. And you could actually click on the link below and check her out too. Take a look.
Yep, down below.
Do it. She's cute.
I'm terrible when it comes to hand sewing because that's another thing where it's just I overkill and I'm really heavy-handed. I am not delicate. I'm always like, well, this is never going to break. And then the cloth next to it rips. Damn it. Well, my
Cheers,
seam
man.
didn't break. My seam didn't break. I'm also so slow.
Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah. So, no. I'm gonna dream of tying knots on strings tonight. That's how you know you're in deep with cosplay, is when you dream about it. Wake up in a cold sweat about buttons.
Cool ship knots yet?
Yes! I learned so many ship knots, speaking of. So many. I have to commit them to memory or else I'll fail my sailor's test. Learn the bowing line, which is a cool knot.
What was your method for learning knots when you were doing stuff with the birds of prey?
With what?
With the birds of prey when you were learning your bird knot.
Oh, just practice it a whole bunch of times.
Just do it a whole bunch.
Just keep doing it.
Nothing secret.
Nothing secret. Just do a whole bunch.
That's right. You do it so you could do it like one-handed, eyes closed.
Yeah.
Because they left you there
That's
forever.
awesome.
I was 2 hours practicing it because I forgot. But hey, I was really good at it.
There you go. Just keep practicing till you can do it with your eyes closed.
That's what I gotta do. Can't fail at being a sailor. That would break my heart. Let's see. I'll look up Gigantic, and you may never return. It's in closed beta, so you can sign up for it, and it's open 24/7 now. Okay, I used to play so much Planet Side. Ice. Oh, Planet Side. I never got into Planet Side, actually. But I heard good things.
You know, I was doing a bunch of stuff with pixel art at one point, and I had a dream where I was trying to count pixels in units of cabbage. It didn't work.
It didn't work. It's really funny.
I was so frustrated.
We don't have any keys to give away, but recently Gigantic has been allowing approved broadcasters to stream the game, and a lot of the approved broadcasters have key giveaways, so I would check out this weekend and see if they're doing that again, because I know a lot of the streamers were giving away beta keys. So there's your insider's information. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, the devs gave a bunch of the approved, and again, it's only approved casters, and there'll be a little symbol on their Twitch stream, and that's how you know they're legit. But yeah, a bunch of good ones. Zeal, Pyro, Kennedy,
I
Kitten Laser.
still need to get around to trying to do that.
Get into there. EverQuest cosplay? I never ever got into EverQuest.
I never played it. Played WoW.
There you go. They have cool armor.
It was before I started cosplaying.
I hear EverQuest still has a pretty strong fan base still. Kind of like Ultima Online has servers open still. Fan servers.
Wasn't there going to be a new version of EverQuest?
Was there?
I thought I'd heard about something like that. But I may have also heard that it got canceled. I don't remember.
Project 1999. Oh, you mean the elf chick with the ponytail and like she had like the silk outfit? Is that? Because that's the only thing I think of when I think of EverQuest, the ponytail elf.
By the way, don't look, Timber. I've got the knives out again.
God. Well, that's very flattering. Oh, okay. Is Landmark an expansion? I imagine?
Minecraft on steroids.
Oh, it's totally different, huh?
It doesn't sound the same at all.
No.
Weird direction to go in.
Well, those kind of games got really popular. Okay. Kind of fun, but the whole thing is next. Oh. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Huh.
I am intrigued by that engine, for sure.
I wonder if they'll be at a PAX at some point. Contemplating. Screw it, just keep going.
Through it. Let's see. Kind of fun.
That sucks when stuff like that happens to games. You never know if they're ever going to come back out of that hole.
Bode well when you show up at E3 and then nothing happens after. Just not a good sign. But those kind of games take a while, so maybe. Got some misfortune theme. Mixing, crossing the streams.
League of Legends stuff.
Yeah, buddy. That's gonna be my next big cosplay. Either Leona or Captain Misfortune. I haven't decided yet.
Characters are. I'm sorry.
One's like a big shielded armored chick, and one is a pirate.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah! This is way too big of a brand. There will always be investors willing to fund. Yeah, no, that's true. Don't think that's wrong, Ghost. Don't think that's wrong at all. I feel like MMOs are really hard these days because WoW killed MMOs for the most part. So I feel like a lot of MMOs, it's just hard to get up on the feet and to ever even get a fraction of what everyone saw in World of Warcraft. And MMOs will never not be compared to it these days. It's the standard at this point. But we'll see. There will always be fan bases.
But and my mic wasn't on.
Oh, were you talking?
I was saying I prefer Guild Wars 2 over WoW, but
Yes.
yeah.
I think a lot of people do, but Guild Wars 2 isn't the standard.
No, it's not.
By which it's judged.
WoW is completely the standard.
Yeah, yeah.
And I do
Well,
like Guild
great.
Wars 2 a lot more than Guild Wars 1. I like WoW a lot more than Guild Wars 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the Overwatch stuff. It looks pretty great. I haven't tried the Final Fantasy MMO.
I hear that it's actually pretty good.
That's what I've been hearing. I've got a guy at work who's obsessed with it. I know that I tried the beta for the first version of it, and that was kind of awful. The combat system was too weird and unintuitive, and
Yeah. It's wild.
yeah. But man, that took guts to just remake it.
Yeah.
Let me turn off my mic.
Beta weekend and it was amazing. Yeah, was Overwatch amazing? That's what I hear. People who play it absolutely love it. you guys using Skype? Yeah, we're using Skype tonight.
I could not get appear in to work, and it turns out it was because I had my camera attached to XSplit.
Sometimes it's easier to just go by the old standby than to keep switching back and forth, especially when we're trying to get ready to stream. So we did this. It's getting super loud and then back to normal again. Oh, okay. Damn it, Skype.
I'm not on Skype though.
But your mic is. So that might be an issue.
I don't know how to change that without closing your window.
Oh.
So, I'm sorry. I'll figure it out for next time.
Yeah. We only got about a half an hour left. Anyway. And I gotta go pass out. I feel like dying. Ooh, sniffles. Okay. So I'm just literally sewing this batting onto the wiring. I know you guys can't really see that, but I will take pictures. Thanks for the heads up, though, Ghost. Appreciate your diligence.
Alright, so I'm just using florist foam. I just got it at Joann's, you can get it at Michael's, any hobby shop should have it. I've also heard of people using insulation foam, which I know you can get at hardware stores like Home Depot. It's pink, it comes in big chunks. But yeah, florist foam. I recommend the green foam instead of the white foam because it's a lot sturdier. I've used the white foam before and it's a lot more fragile. Chunks come off of it a lot easier. It's just really not as sturdy. So yeah, florist foam.
There you have it. Mozu II. So good. My favorite part about foam, I think, is that it's really light. It's easy to cut and sand, but it looks so damn sturdy. Like, that does not... Like, you can tell it's foam, but it has that kind of weight to it. What are you wrapping it after you're done? That's a good question, Michelle. Going from here.
Alright, so after this I'm going to be coating it in Mod Podge. Yeah. I'm going to do a few very thin layers so I don't get any like glue globs on it ruining the the finish. And then I'm going to be using wood filler to help fill things out, fill in any gaps that I've got, cover up any seams that come from, because I'm going to have to glue on a couple extra pieces here. And after that, possibly covering it in Plasti Dip. I haven't decided yet. Otherwise, I'm just going to be priming it and painting it from there in airbrush. So I'm not actually going to be wrapping it anything. If you need to, or if you want to, for weapons, probably a little bit less detailed than this, but I'm sure you could do it. You could use Warbler to wrap these in, so that way you've got this solid core and then the Warbler shell to help keep it, solid and less easily damaged.
Thank you. Hello.
No, you can definitely use Warbler. I'm just not, because I don't have it. I've never used Warbler, and I'm just gonna... Basically, I'm too chicken to try, because I'm afraid of wasting my money. By just ruining it. But I think you could definitely coat this in Warbler. You just want to make sure that you're careful to make your seams nice for when you wrap it around. But Warbler would actually be really great for the handle, because now the handle's a bunch of little sections.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be really good.
Alternatives being, I think you were saying that you used Elmer's glue at one point. Elmer's glue, Mod Podge is really
This might
good.
do okay. I've never used Wonderflex either, though, but it might do all right.
Wonderflex would work. They're all just about the same with minor differences. It really only matter if you're making like gauntlets or shoulder pads or shoes and stuff. But as far as that kind of project goes, I don't think it would make a difference between Warbler or Wonderflex. I'm currently making some... Oh, nice! That's awesome. You'll have to tell us how that comes out. It's like the finish.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Warcraft has some great weapons. I keep leaning over to one side. Let me center myself.
I'm gonna click on that. I'm clicking on it. I'm gonna freeze my camera for a second. Oh, buddy, that's coming out awesome. Oh, I like that.
That is looking really nice.
Yeah.
I think your paint job is... Whatever you do for the paint is really going to bring it out.
Yeah. Oh, show. Fantastic. See why you work from the inside out with this. I can't imagine trying to do this once everything else was put on.
Yeah, that would be incredibly inconvenient.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sounds like a good use of an old jacket.
And just cast PVC for other stuff. Ah, really cool. Got it. Oh, that's nice. I like that size. Ooh, that's gonna be so cool. So cool. Yeah, I like that very, very much. Yeah, for sure keep us updated. That's kind of my favorite projects, are the really unassuming projects that 1 second it's just like a stick, and the next second It's glorious, glorious weapons. I just hate how expensive war was. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's too much money, my friend.
Yeah, that's why I haven't gotten into it yet. I can't bring myself to do it. Like, foam is okay. Foam works alright.
Wonderflex is a little cheaper, which is why I went with Wonderflex, because it was just cheaper and close enough to the same thing. But good on you if you can afford that. 'Cause it is sturdy. It is. I hear that the new Black Warbler also is fantastic, and the paint comes up incredible. Oh wow.
I think I'm getting tired of sanding.
Me too. Well, not sand. Yes. Yes.
But here's what we've got so far.
That's good.
I'm thinking I might try cutting the hole in the middle.
So if you do enough layers and Mod Podge and stuff,
It'll come out pretty sturdy.
Yeah. I wouldn't be throwing it around, but I don't think you'd have to worry. Oh, that's coming out awesome, Michelle.
Yeah. I know that we're still working on the foam. I think the trick is with foam, especially if you're doing armor, is to make sure that you don't have it strain. That's a problem we've been having, making sure that nothing is straining, because when you get that, then your paint cracks. And that's where you kind of get some damage on there, where it doesn't look so much like armor anymore, and you can tell it's something flexible. But we're getting better. Your chest piece looks really good this time for the Absolute Zero.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we had a little issue with the arms. They're a little small, and so they're bending a lot. So we're going to remake those.
Oh yeah, that looks really good level 2. Good. Oh, the wonder of thermoplastics.
I don't want to cut this in. I just don't. Tell me I don't have to.
Well, thankfully you don't have to tonight. You
True.
can glare at it for a week.
I've been looking at this going, why won't this make a circle? There's no way this will make a circle. And then I realized that I'm going to have to shave these down, these corners anyway, because the high end is right here. Like, oh, that's why it's too square. I haven't done that yet.
Favorite things about cosplays and projects in general is the progression you really get to see. Like, it's not like losing weight where you're like, I just don't see my progress until you're skinny. It's kind of like you notice that you're getting better as you're doing. Like, you notice, I'm sewing a lot better within a couple hours of doing a project, or oh wow, this is really a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be, or, you really very quickly find techniques and get better at those techniques, I think, very fast.
Very
or at least
true.
That's how, yeah.
Either that or you get tired and frustrated, and then it's time to just stop for the day.
Yeah. But even then, I notice when you get back to it, you're suddenly a goddamn savant.
But you don't want to work, you don't cosplay frustrated. Just don't do it. It's a good way to end up with blood and tears.
Yes. Both, generally. As soon as I think it stops being a labor of love, it's time for break.
Unless, of course, you're in crunch time and you just don't have the time.
Yeah, No, crunch times, I think, crunch time generally, you're past the point. Crunch time is either you're going to give up and just do it next time and just give yourself more time to do it for that convention, or you've committed, that's it. And then you don't even think about your life until it's done. So, I think that's the difference. There is no frustration, there is only work.
Well, good on you for trying. You have to start somewhere, and that's awesome that your wife is cosplaying with you. I love cosplaying with my husband, so I hope you guys have a wonderful time with your cosplay.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Especially starting and going straight for the Warble armor. Love it! I love your cones, my friend.
And don't be too afraid of sewing. You can go to the school of YouTube, and there's tons of good information there.
Yeah. Poor Michelle has heard this 1,000 times, but I never sewed before, and I made a damn dress. My scratch, pattern, and everything without having a background in sewing. So.
Yep. And I learned from cosplay too. I'd only done like little bits of hand sewing before my first cosplay. Now I can pattern. Now I can make cool things.
Oh.
Just gotta start somewhere. And I didn't even use YouTube. YouTube wasn't too big when I started. If it existed. Show my age.
Michelle, stop. Nobody knows what it was like before YouTube.
I don't remember when YouTube started. It just was.
It's true. Oh my god, I never thought of it that way. That's so true.
Of course, that goes for the internet in general.
I don't know. I remember the early days of AOL dial-up and stuff. Nice.
But then all of a sudden, the internet was everything.
True.
Like, it didn't start that way. It was just, oh, look, there's computers now. Now I have to type up my schoolwork for my reports. And then all of a sudden, it's like everything's online. Just everything. It's weird to think that I remember the time before the internet.
For the internet, we had to ask people questions and stuff.
Encyclopedias.
Encyclopedias.
Thank you for the follow, Everett. Sorry, I mispronounced that. Thanks for joining us. I really need to figure out why the sounds aren't working.
So we are late in the game. Oh, good. Okay, so you are of our age. Well,
Yeah.
the most part.
Of an age. I'm not going to specify an age.
Of a age.
But you got to start sometime. And besides, starting at 30, at least, chances are you've got a job. You've had it for a while. You're both probably... You got some disposable income at 30 if you're doing things right. So that's a great time to start, in my opinion. May as well.
I think so.
When you can afford all the power tools.
Like, cosplay is only inexpensive if somehow you make it big.
Okay.
Hmm?
I'm start.
Pretty.
Alright, we'll be off soon. You gonna take your gauntlet back down so we don't lose it up here?
Oh, do you want to show it off?
I already did.
Oh, you already did?
I did show it off again.
Did you turn it on too?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, then. Awesome.
Right, I'll slide it this way. That's awesome.
Yep. That's how it goes. Did you want to show off your gauntlet one more time, though? I know, it's pretty amazing. If you ever need a pattern for, like, gauntlets, look up Iron Man Pepakura armor stuff. Because we found a great pattern.
Yeah.
Show it off. Because this has got articulating fingers, and it's pretty much covering the whole hand. And it's just foam. I think we used not quite 3mm foam. It might be 3mm foam. But yeah, it's awesome. The hard part is getting the fingers off. We had that, or the glove off. We've got Velcro in a couple of the fingertips so that we can get the glove off.
Awesome.
But yeah, we've actually learned a ton by, building from the Iron Man stuff. And that's on the RCF? Is that the forum, what it's called, with all the Pepakura stuff?
Awesome.
Just look up Iron Man Pepakura, and you'll find tons of good armor patterns that you can adapt for other projects.
Nice.
Yeah, it was our first time tackling an armored glove. We typically chicken out and just spray paint some work gloves.
I cannot wait to see it.
We're planning to build a stand so we can have it up in the corner there being all creepy.
Cool.
Oh yeah, LEDs. We did our first LEDs for Arcador and Aisling Cosplay. Not as scary as I thought. Just be careful where you put your soldering iron. It's a sword.
I don't see nothing phallic in the background. So for some reason I immediately started looking at the Taito mask, like maybe the feather? I don't know. I don't get it.
Have I ever told you how much I love box cutters? They're so useful.
Dear sweet box.
As long as you don't hurt yourself. Of course, the one I hurt myself with was like one of those safety box cutters where only this much blade comes out. And I cut myself so bad.
Funny. Well, it was kind of a trap. It made you feel comfortable with it. And
I guess so. Being sick sucks, I'm sorry. By the way, I'll actually be down in your neck of the woods next weekend. Bachelorette party.
Nice. Let me know.
I will. Although,
It's,
chances are I'll just be there with a whole bunch of people I don't know drinking.
oh. Well, at least the drinking part, maybe we'll get comfortable with some, make new friends.
I'm not good at new friends.
Explain the process of the hat. Okay. So this is Mozu's hat. And what I'm doing is I'm following a tutorial, which I'll link in chat, so you can kind of see some of the thought process. But it's essentially, I made a wire frame, so this is entirely out of 6-gauge wire that I bent and taped together to make the form of the hat. And right now, I'm sewing quilt batting onto it, and I'm doing it from the inside out. So eventually, this will be covered in many layers of batting until it makes a smooth, uniform shape that I can sew fabric on. The giant hat. That's kind of the process. It's pretty simple. It's just kind of tedious. It's just a matter of being patient with the wire frame and with sewing the batting on it. Yeah. Really, all that's required is sewing. And right now it's, I wouldn't necessarily call it sewing.
Yes!
Did you do it?
I did it. Only a little bit of damage. It's not going to matter because I'm shaving that piece in anyway.
Nice.
Ta-da! Alright. So we'll be finishing up in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
I know I'm hungry. I feel like I've made some good progress.
I think you've made excellent progress. That's awesome.
We'll see how much I do before next time because I'm going to be at PAX South.
Jealous.
Maybe we'll see each other at PAX Prime again.
Yeah, we will.
That'd
I'm
be
already
awesome.
making plans for PAX Prime since I'm missing East and South.
Thanks for the follow, level 21.
Thank you.
If you have any more questions, always feel free to ask. And definitely keep sharing your cosplay. We love seeing it.
Yeah. Faux sure. And down below, you might be interested. We have Facebook as well, which is a community of cosplayers specifically for the game Gigantic. But they're some of the friendliest people that I've ever met, and we're always posting and asking questions and trying to help each other make the best cosplay as we can. So
Yep.
feel free to check that out as well. We don't bite. It's craft. Please.
Alright, I think that I'm pretty proud of myself and I don't want to do anymore. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, I'm jealous. I could work on this another 8 hours and probably not be done.
Well, yours is a lot of tedious, like, little things. And this is stuff I've done before, so... 'Cause that's your first time making that hat. I'm sure if you'd made, like, 10 of those hats, you'd be super quick.
I'd be done already. Oh god, I can't even... Oh god, please don't mention making more than one of these.
Mm.
Yeah. That's very light, too.
Yep.
Alright.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
No one's really gonna notice.
I mean, you could take this side in just a smidgen, and I think that would balance it out.
Okay.
But that's all.
Hmm.
Did you plug in the sword?
No, I didn't. I think if I bring this up, that might help. And then bring this side in. Yeah, the battery's been used quite a lot. I can't believe I managed to get that hole cut in so nicely.
It's so nice. Box cutters.
Yeah, I like sculpting stuff, so that's why this works for me.
I'll do the battery and let it run out.
Okay.
Ooh.
I do kind of wish I was doing this in a clay for a resin cast because I miss working with clay.
Oh, it's nice working with clay. Maybe on another project.
Yep. Oh, the wand would have been perfect for it because it's so skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind when you're cosplaying, try not to sweat the small stuff too much. Because, as we've learned, no one really notices the problems. And if anyone does happen to notice, they're not going to comment. And if they do comment, then they're not worth your time.
Preach it, sister. It's some of the best advice you'll ever get for cosplaying, especially starting out, is you tend to really stress about the littlest things, and it just makes a project miserable.
I think it actually gets worse the more you do.
Do you think?
Yeah, I am much more of a perfectionist now. The first
That's
cosplay was like, yeah, this is great. And now it's like, oh my god, this is slightly off center. I just can't handle it.
I feel like I like paying attention to the detail of the costume itself, but I'm kind of like, it's a little crooked. But that just might be me. But like, if you're, like, you gotta think about it, you're really looking at your project under a microscope.
Yeah.
Whereas they're gonna be looking at the whole big picture. So they're not gonna notice that seam, or that off button, or that your wand is crooked, or that your hat's a little, go, oh my god, I love that game, and I love that character, and this is the coolest thing. And game devs are gonna wanna
They're gonna
give
freak.
you, yeah, I mean, the biggest fans are game devs, hands
Yeah.
down.
But yeah, so a pro cosplayer offering advice is different than some random person coming up and saying, that looks like crap. Because someone coming up and offering friendly advice, as long as it's not catty advice, which I haven't met any catty cosplayers at a convention.
Not
I'm
yet.
sure if you get like into the community, you're always going to find that one person who's just like, really?
Guy.
But, yeah, that's different than someone coming up and pointing out, like, you missed a spot. And you're just like, yeah, I know. Can't you just leave it be? I don't need you telling me what I already know.
Yeah. But yeah, like, constructive, like, hey, you know, did you ever consider maybe doing this instead of what you did? Because it'll come out smoother, or it'll come out, you know, you might want to try this kind of paint next time, or you may not want to, you know, melt your foam with spray paint. Why don't you try this alternative, opposed to being like, you look like crap. You look like crap is never ever constructive criticism. Ever, 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 ever. Anything. Or, you're not skinny enough for that cosplay.
Oh, jeez.
Don't want to talk to that people.
No.
You know, you're not the right gender, you're not the right, you're not the right, anything that starts with you're not is not something you want to
They're not somebody you want to associate with. Just walk away.
Walk away. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just staring at it now. Yep, that was good. All done. No more.
I am not done, but I'm ready for a rest.
Alright, I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put glue here, and then on the edges here to help seal the foam, so that when I glue it on, it'll actually glue.
Nice. I think this week I'll finish up at least the outside of the batting, and probably the inside of the batting and start the outside of the batting. But that's going to take a while. So I'll probably work on this on my own.
So if I can, then I'll try to do a little bit more of my carving. Okay. Next week's stream might be carving and a lot of glue. For me. Your hat's looking good though.
Yeah,
I can see it. Because you've got the batting filling it in, so you can see the shape a lot better now.
Yeah, I think we did okay on the shape.
It was all you. Own it. You're doing awesome.
You too.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah, Ghost, that's true. If you do cosplay as that's probably gonna be nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be accurate at the very least. But you want to be the best damn piece of poop ever. You're cosplaying a poop.
The smell. I'm trying to get the smell effects in there. Brown LED light.
That glistening shine.
Oh.
Is that too much?
Well, that note.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't always think before I speak. It's a problem.
Michelle, cosplaying with you is fun.
Oh good, I enjoy cosplaying with you as well.
Something I learned today, batting leaves tiny hairs everywhere. Just everywhere.
Well, do you see the mess my foam has made?
Oh yeah, no, I can't even complain.
My lap is covered in styrofoam, as is my floor. Alright, gonna let these dry. So it's a glue, and I glue them together will actually work. But now I've got glue on my fingers.
Now we did.
Yep. Look what you started, Ghost Eye. Look
You.
what you started. Alright, I think that we're at a pretty good stopping point for tonight. And I need some food. Alright. Well, thanks again for joining us. I'm Heavenly Hedgehog. This is
Surplus Superhero.
And this has been Mozu Cosplay for the game Gigantic. If you haven't already, go check it out at gogigantic.com. You can sign up for the beta. I know that they're putting out a lot of invites right now because they've just changed things up, and the beta is up 24/7 now. And you can find us down below. Our links are down below. You can find us on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube. I know that you're going to be uploading, or I'm going to be uploading because I have the recording this time, the video soon, hopefully tomorrow, as long as I don't forget. And yeah, we'll be back again next Tuesday, 7:30. and we'll see how much more progress we've made. If we haven't, well, this is where we are. Anything else to add?
Do you mean 7 o'clock?
Did I not say 7?
Yeah.
What?
We'll be back 7. Well, maybe 7:30. We're never on time. But
What?
between 7 and 7:30.
What did I say?
It's been a long night for us, so good night, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. We couldn't do this without you.
Good night, guys.